You know that feeling? That quiet whisper in the back of your mind when the lights go out? Or maybe just looking in the mirror, wondering where that spark went? What if I told you the answer might be sitting right there in your spice rack? Something smaller than your thumbnail, forgotten, ordinary, yet holding a secret that could send warm, vital blood rushing back into your manhood in just 60 seconds? I'm not talking about pills you hide in the drawer, expensive prescriptions with side effects that feel worse than the problem, or gimmicky gadgets. I'm talking about something profoundly natural, something ancient cultures revered, something modern medicine often overlooks, yet shockingly powerful. For countless men crossing that 60-year mark, this one unassuming spice has quietly reignited their energy, smoothed out their circulation, and yes, even restored the kind of deep, satisfying intimacy they thought was lost forever. My name is Dr. David Lee. For over 30 years, I've dedicated my life as a professor of urology and men's health specialist, standing alongside men just like you, helping them navigate this journey and rediscover their confidence, their strength, and that essential sense of vitality. What I'm about to share with you isn't some abstract theory plucked from a textbook. It's the very thing I use, day in and day out, with real men sitting right in my office chairs, men tired of feeling like a shadow of their former selves. Before we dive deep into this natural awakening, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button below and ring the notification bell. Why? Because I share insights like this every single week, practical, natural health tips specifically designed for men over 60 who want to feel their best, not just get by. Your support helps me reach more men who need this knowledge. And if this resonates with you by the end, let me know, drop a 1 in the comments. If it doesn't quite hit the mark, tell me 0. Your honest feedback is my compass, guiding me to create content that truly serves you. Now, let's get to the heart of it. Here's the strange, almost poetic part. This humble spice wasn't discovered in a gleaming lab. Centuries ago, warriors chewed it before heading into battle, seeking focus and fortitude. Men used it before moments of intimacy, understanding its subtle power intuitively. Yet, somewhere along the line, modern medicine largely turned its back on it. But science, relentless and curious, is finally catching up to that ancient wisdom. Cutting-edge research is now confirming what generations knew instinctively. A potent compound hidden deep within the spice acts like a key, naturally unlocking blood flow pathways, often outperforming synthetic alternatives, and crucially, without the laundry list of side effects. In this conversation, I want to walk you through 10 fundamental truths. Why erections truly weaken after 60. It's rarely just age, and it's absolutely not your fault. What's secretly clogging your circulation? It's often invisible, but devastatingly effective. How just 1 clove a day can become the catalyst, gently restoring hormonal balance, reviving your energy levels, and even transforming your sleep. The exact, simple 60-second method, how to use it right for maximum impact. The best time of day to harness its power. Timing makes a huge difference. What you can realistically expect after 7 days, 14 days, and 30 days of consistent use. The surprising link between your mouth and your manhood, a hidden saboteur most men never suspect. How this tiny spice naturally lowers stress and lifts testosterone. They're deeply connected. Why better sleep is the foundation for better hormones and stronger erections. It's not just about feeling rested. The most important moment, the shift in mindset that brings it all together. Stay with me until the end, because that final piece, understanding you're not broken, just dormant, is the spark that ignites lasting change. Your health, your vitality, your confidence, they aren't gone. They're simply waiting patiently to be reawakened. Let's begin that journey. Truth number 1. Why erections fade after 60, and why it's not your fault. I remember Robert vividly. He shuffled into my office a few years back, 67 years young, retired, but carrying a weight far heavier than his years. He sat quietly for a moment, then the words tumbled out, laced with a quiet shame. "Doc, I just don't feel like a man anymore." He wasn't asking for miracles or magic potions. He just wanted to feel alive again, present with his wife, confident in his own skin, connected. What Robert didn't know then, And what so many men never realize is how utterly common his experience is. It's a refrain I hear echoed by thousands. Here's the physiological reality, stripped bare. After 60, the intricate network of blood vessels supplying your manhood vessels finer than a human hair begin to stiffen and narrow. Think of pristine, flexible garden hoses slowly calcifying, becoming rigid pipes. Decades of life inflammation from less than perfect diets, the insidious drip of chronic stress, periods of poor circulation, maybe even high blood pressure or cholesterol, take their toll. These microscopic channels gradually become less responsive. Erections don't vanish overnight. They fade like a sunset, little by little, often so slowly you barely notice until the light is dim. And each time they falter, it chips away not just at the physical act, but at that core sense of masculine confidence. But hear this clearly, and let it sink in. This narrowing, this stiffening, it is not permanent. It is not a life sentence. And it is categorically, unequivocally, not your fault. You didn't choose for your vessels to react this way to the cumulative pressures of life. Your body hasn't forgotten how to create an erection. The intricate neural pathways, the hormonal signals, they're still there. Your body is simply waiting, like an engine needing the right fuel and spark, for the right support to help those vessels relax, open up, and let the vital blood flow surge back in. Pills? They might force a temporary response, masking the symptom, but they don't address the root cause, nor do they restore the body's natural function long-term. Nature, however, in its profound wisdom, holds the keys to genuine healing. And one tiny, overlooked spice contains the exact compound needed to initiate this process naturally, often within minutes. So, the burning question becomes, what is this spice and how does it work so swiftly? Truth number 2. Eugenol, the secret weapon hiding in plain sight, backed by science. When I first began seriously exploring natural avenues for supporting blood flow and intimacy in men over 60, I confess I wasn't expecting to find something so potent nestled among the cinnamon and nutmeg. But then, the humble clove demanded my attention, not just because of its rich history, but because of a remarkable compound locked within its small, dark bud. Eugenol. Eugenol is the essence of clove, that warm, pungent, slightly medicinal aroma. But it's far more than just fragrance. Science reveals eugenol to be a powerful natural vasodilator. Studies, like those published in the Journal of Natural Medicines, have documented its effects on vascular smooth muscle. In plain English, it helps blood vessels relax and widen. Exactly the problem we just identified, vessels grown tight, narrow, and stiff with age and inflammation. Eugenol targets this directly. It's like applying a gentle, internal lubricant to those calcified pipes, helping them regain some of their lost flexibility. The truly remarkable part is the speed. When you chew whole cloves, not powder, not oil, we'll get to why soon. The potent oils, rich in eugenol, begin absorbing immediately through the soft tissues of your mouth, the buccal mucosa. This is a direct highway into your bloodstream, bypassing the digestive system. No waiting hours for a pill to dissolve and be processed. Within minutes, men report a distinct, gentle warmth spreading through their lower abdomen and pelvic region. It's not a jolt, not an artificial rush, but a subtle, reassuring signal, the unmistakable feeling of blood flow returning to an area that had felt dormant. I recall Charles, a sharp 71-year-old who tried various approaches with limited success. After just a week of consistent clove chewing using the right method, he leaned forward in his chair, a spark back in his eyes. "Doc, it's like something woke up down there, not just physically, but that feeling of being connected again." That's the true power of eugenol. It's not merely about mechanics. It's about rekindling that vital sense of being fully alive and present in your own body. Truth number 3. The 60-second clove chewing method. Precision matters. Enthusiasm is great, but precision is key. When I first started recommending cloves, I quickly learned that how you use it dramatically impacts the results. Take Harold, 73. He was diligently sprinkling clove powder into his morning tea, frustrated that nothing seemed to change. "I'm doing it, Doc, but Nada. I smiled and said, Harold, it's not just what you take, it's how you activate it and deliver it to your system. I walked him through the simple 60-second ritual. Within a week, my phone rang. It was Harold, his voice lighter, almost amused. Well, I'll be darned. That warmth you talked about, it's real. And the energy, it's like finding an old friend. So let's get it right. Here's the exact method. Start with 2 to 3 whole, dried cloves. Quality matters. Get organic if you can. Avoid pre-ground powder or essential oils for this purpose. You need the whole bud to control the release. Place them between your back molars. This isn't arbitrary. Your molars are strong, and this position allows for effective cracking without straining. Gently bite down. Apply steady pressure until you feel and hear the cloves crack open. This releases the precious oils trapped inside. The first 30 seconds, hold, don't chew. This is crucial. Let the potent oil mingle with your saliva. Swish it gently if you like. This is when the eugenol begins its rapid absorption through the rich blood supply in your cheeks and under your tongue, the direct route to your bloodstream. Don't rush this step. The next 30 seconds, slow, deliberate chewing. Now chew slowly and thoroughly. Crush the remnants, releasing every last drop of oil. Let the warm, pungent flavor fill your mouth. You can swallow the fibrous bits or spit them out. By this point, the active compounds are already at work. That's it. Just 60 seconds a day. No prescriptions, no complex routines, no awkward appointments. Just a simple, potent ritual you can do anywhere, anytime. That speaks directly to your circulation, your calm, and your core confidence. But when you do this ritual, that's the next piece of the puzzle. Truth number 4. Timing is your amplifier. When to chew for maximum impact in medicine and in life, timing often makes the difference between meh and wow. Gerald was faithfully chewing his cloves daily but seeing minimal results. When I probed, he said, "Oh, usually after lunch, or maybe right before bed when I brush my teeth." I nodded. "Let's try a slight adjustment, Gerald." We shifted his timing. The result? Within 2 weeks, he reported deeper, more restorative sleep, noticeably sharper morning energy, and the return of strong morning erections, a reliable sign of improved nocturnal blood flow and hormonal health. Your body operates on intricate rhythms. Its readiness to absorb and utilize compounds like eugenol fluctuates. Based on clinical observation and understanding circadian biology, here's what I found most effective. The prime time, about 1 hour before bed. This is often the golden window. Your nervous system is naturally beginning its descent towards rest. Blood pressure starts its nightly dip. Your body prepares for its crucial repair and hormone production phase, primarily deep sleep. Chewing cloves at this time leverages this natural wind down. The eugenol promotes smooth, calm circulation, supporting your reproductive system's recovery overnight. The calming properties, more on that soon, help quiet the mind, setting the stage for truly restorative sleep, which is vital for testosterone production. Think of it as priming the engine for the night shift. The strong runner-up, first thing in the morning, on an empty stomach. If bedtime doesn't suit you, this is powerful. Before food or coffee, your system is receptive. Chewing cloves now can jumpstart circulation, clear away morning fog, and provide a gentle, sustained energy lift without jitters. It sets a tone of vitality for the day. Strategic boosts before exercise or intimacy. Many of my patients find chewing cloves 30 to 60 minutes before physical activity enhances their stamina and sense of connection during exertion. Similarly, before intimacy, it can act as a natural primer, enhancing sensitivity and blood flow readiness. Clove isn't just a passive spice, it's an active tool. Used at the right moment, it becomes a powerful ally in synchronizing your body's natural healing rhythms. But circulation, while fundamental, isn't the whole story. If your system is drowning in stress, even the best blood flow can't overcome the hormonal havoc it wreaks. Truth number 5, cloves double play. Lowering stress, lifting testosterone naturally. Let's be brutally honest. When a man tells me his energy is sapped, his drive is MIA, and he feels like a ghost of himself, I don't immediately jump to ordering a testosterone test. I look at his stress, because what modern life often ignores is this. Chronic stress is the silent assassin of male hormones, especially after 60. Don walked into my clinic feeling utterly depleted. His labs, surprisingly decent testosterone levels weren't stellar, but not alarmingly low. Yet he was carrying the invisible weight. Family worries, financial pressures, decades of unresolved tension. His body screamed stress, even if his blood work didn't. Here's the biochemical betrayal. When you're under constant stress, your adrenal glands pump out cortisol, the fight-or-flight hormone. Cortisol and testosterone are locked in a brutal tug-of-war. When cortisol surges, as it does under chronic stress, testosterone plummets. It's not a maybe. It's a physiological rule, supported by numerous studies, including research in psychoneuroendocrinology. This is why even a man with okay labs can feel listless, emotionally flat, and utterly disconnected. This is where clove reveals another layer of its genius, thanks to a lesser-known but potent compound, beta-caryophyllene. This natural agent interacts directly with specific receptors in your brain, part of the endocannabinoid system, particularly the CB2 receptors. Research in journals like Biochemical Pharmacology explores this, which play a major role in regulating stress response, inflammation, and emotional balance. Within minutes of chewing cloves, many men report a distinct shift, a feeling of lightness, mental clarity replacing the fog, and a profound sense of calm settling in. Not drowsiness, but a deep, grounding tranquility, the feeling of being safe within your own skin. And that feeling, that release from the constant cortisol onslaught, is the green light your body needs. It signals safety. Only when your body feels safe can it shift out of pure survival mode, fight or flight, and into repair and rebuild mode, rest and digest. This is the essential environment where testosterone production can naturally rebound. Clove, through eugenol circulation boost and beta-caryophylleen's calming effect, helps create that vital internal sanctuary. Lower the stress volume and the testosterone signal gets stronger. But this hormonal renewal relies heavily on something most men sacrifice first: deep, restorative sleep. Truth number 6. The sleep hormone erection trifecta. Why better sleep changes everything. How'd you sleep? It's casual greeting, but for men over 60, the answer is often a sigh. Oh, I slept. Meaning they were horizontal with their eyes closed, but far from restored. Or the dreaded, I'm up every 2 hours like clockwork. What many men tragically underestimate is that poor sleep isn't just about daytime fatigue or grumpiness. It is the absolute foundation upon which hormonal health, and consequently sexual vitality, is built. Franklin was a classic case. He slept, but woke feeling more drained than when he went to bed. After incorporating the nightly clove ritual for a week, he came back with a quiet wonder. Doc, I actually dreamed last night, vividly, and this morning, I woke up with this zing. Haven't felt that in years. Here's the nocturnal magic you're missing. Your body produces the overwhelming majority of its testosterone during the deepest stages of non-REM sleep, particularly slow-wave sleep. Those uninterrupted, blissfully quiet hours in the dead of night are when your pituitary gland signals the testes, and the vital rebuilding happens. If you're constantly surfacing, due to stress, poor circulation, aches, or simply an overactive mind, your body never gets sustained access to this deep, restorative phase. The hormonal production line sputters. The consequences cascade. Lower testosterone leads to lower motivation, less muscle mass, increased fat storage, diminished mood, and yes, significantly weaker erections and reduced libido. It's a vicious cycle. Poor sleep lowers testosterone. Low testosterone worsens sleep quality. Clove enters this fray with a potent 1-2 punch. Eugenol, by promoting vasodilation and smoother circulation, ensures oxygen-rich blood nourishes tissues throughout the night, supporting physical repair. Simultaneously, beta-caryophylleen's interaction with the stress-regulating centers in the brain helps quiet the mental chatter and soothe the nervous system. Studies on beta-caryophylleen's anxiolytic effects exist, e.g., in physiology and behavior. Together, They create the ideal internal environment for slipping into and maintaining that crucial deep sleep phase. It's not a knockout sleeping pill. It's a gentle facilitator of your body's own restorative power. If sleep has become a battleground instead of a sanctuary, this simple nightly practice could be the truce you desperately need. But there's another stealthy saboteur, often lurking right under your nose, literally. Truth number 7, gum disease, the stealthy saboteur of erections, the mouth-body link. Prepare for a connection that surprises most men. One of the biggest, most overlooked threats to your erections might be hiding in plain sight inside your mouth. Sounds bizarre, I know. But time and again, I've seen men struggling with persistently poor blood flow, low energy, and chronic low-grade inflammation, only to discover the silent culprit was periodontitis, advanced gum disease. Carl, nearly resigned to accepting a diminished sex life, mentioned almost in passing during a checkup, "Oh, my gums bleed a bit when I brush, nothing major." That was the missing link. Your mouth is not an isolated compartment. It's teeming with bacteria, and when gum disease takes hold, gingivitis progressing to periodontitis, it creates chronic inflammation and pockets of infection. The kicker? The inflamed gum tissue is incredibly vascular, rich in blood vessels. Harmful bacteria and inflammatory markers from this infection can easily enter your bloodstream through these compromised tissues. This is called bacteremia, and it happens even during routine activities like chewing or brushing. Once in the bloodstream, this inflammation spreads systemically. Think of it as a slow, silent poison. And what suffers first? The most delicate vascular networks, precisely the tiny blood vessels responsible for erections. Research has increasingly linked periodontitis to endothelial dysfunction, the inner lining of blood vessels, and systemic inflammation, which are key factors in erectile dysfunction. Studies, including those in the Journal of Sexual Medicine, have explored this link. It's like trying to force water through a pristine garden hose versus one clogged with gritty mud. The pressure might be there, but the flow is choked off. This is where clove's natural power shines another light. Eugenol isn't just a vasodilator. It's a potent antiseptic and antibacterial agent. Its use in dentistry for pain and infection is well documented. When you chew whole cloves using our 60-second method, the concentrated oils bathe your gums and oral tissues. Eugenol penetrates, helping to kill harmful bacteria, reduce inflammation at the source, and promote healthier gum tissue. It's not a substitute for dental care. Regular checkups are essential, but it's a powerful adjunctive therapy. Think of it as cleaning the starting point of your circulation. Healthier mouth, cleaner blood, less systemic inflammation, leading directly to improved vascular function everywhere, including where it matters most for your manhood. Now, let's talk about the journey, what you can realistically feel as you commit to this simple practice. Truth number 8, your timeline. What to expect at 7, 14, and 30 days. One of the most rewarding aspects of my work is witnessing the quiet transformation that unfolds with consistent, natural steps. Thomas started the clove method skeptical. He'd tried supplements, pills, powders, flashes in the pan. "Give it 30 days, I urged him. "Just 1 minute a day. Observe." He did. And what followed wasn't a Hollywood explosion, but a profound, grounding shift, a pattern I've seen echoed countless times. Days 1 to 7. The subtle shift, laying the foundation. Don't expect fireworks. This is the groundwork. Most men report a subtle but noticeable change. A lightness in their chest or abdomen, perhaps a gentle, pleasant warmth in the pelvic area, especially after chewing. Sleep often begins to feel slightly deeper, more continuous. Waking up feels a touch less like dragging yourself from quicksand. There might be a faint sense of improved mental clarity, the morning fog lifting a little sooner. It's subtle, but it's the unmistakable signal that the body is responding. The circulation is beginning to stir. Your system is tuning up. Days 8 to 14. Momentum builds. Feeling the difference, this is where things often start gaining traction. That mental clarity becomes more pronounced. Waking up feels genuinely easier, less of a battle. Many men report a noticeable improvement in their mood, a greater sense of calm resilience throughout the day. And crucially, this is often the stage where physical signs emerge. spontaneous erections returning, or notably stronger, more reliable morning erections, something many had written off as a relic of the past. Confidence begins to seep back, not just regarding intimacy, but in your overall presence, standing taller, engaging more readily. Days 15 to 30, integration and deepening, reclaiming vitality. This is where the deeper physiological shifts consolidate. Circulation feels tangibly stronger, perhaps warmer hands and feet, less cramping, a general sense of improved physical energy and stamina. Erections feel significantly firmer, more sustainable, and arrive with greater consistency. Sleep quality typically improves markedly, falling asleep easier, staying asleep longer, waking feeling genuinely refreshed. The ability to handle daily stressors feels enhanced. Things that used to trigger frustration now feel more manageable. You feel more present in your body, more connected to your energy reserves. You're not chasing a lost youth. You're actively reclaiming and optimizing the vitality inherent in your current age. It's a journey of gentle reawakening. Patience and consistency are key. But this journey isn't just about physical changes. It's deeply intertwined with how you see yourself. Truth number 9. The most important shift. You are not broken. You are reawakening. If you've stayed with me this far, I want to speak directly to your heart, man to man. You are not broken. I've sat across from too many men radiating shame, feeling defeated, whispering about how they've lost their essence, their spark, their power, as if their strength had somehow leaked out unnoticed, leaving them hollow. To every single one, I say the same thing with absolute conviction. Decline is not your destiny. You are not finished. You are simply disconnected. Here's the profound truth your body knows. Even if your mind doubts it, your body remembers vitality. Your cells recall energy. The intricate systems that once gave you drive, confidence, and deep connection haven't vanished. They are still there, woven into your very being. But life happens. Years of accumulated stress, silent inflammation, compromised circulation, restless nights. These layers build up like sediment, burying that innate power. They dim the signal. They make you feel lost within yourself. But these layers can be peeled back, not by magic tricks or unsustainable extremes, but by simple, natural, consistent actions, like that 1 minute with a clove, that signal to your body. It's safe. It's time to heal. It's time to come back online. Clove isn't a magic bullet. It's a key, a catalyst. It represents a choice, a daily declaration that you are ready to feel strong again, grounded, present, capable, confident. The results might start subtly, that warmth, the deeper sleep, the flicker of morning energy. But these are the first whispers of your body reconnecting with its own potential. Don't measure your worth by how you feel in this moment of reading. Measure it by the quiet determination to begin. Measure it by the man you are choosing to become, one conscious decision, one simple ritual, one day at a time. Reclaiming your strength isn't about vanity. It's about reclaiming your right to feel fully alive, engaged, and potent in every aspect of your life. Now, let's put this knowledge into immediate action. Truth number 10. Your 60-second blueprint starts right now. The knowledge is power, but action is transformation. Here's your immediate, simple next step. Get your cloves. Head to your local grocery store, health food shop, or online retailer. Find a jar of whole, dried cloves. Organic is preferable, but any good quality whole cloves will work. Keep this jar somewhere visible, your kitchen counter, bathroom shelf, bedside table, somewhere you'll see it and remember your commitment. The daily ritual, choose your time, pick your optimal window based on what you learned. Best, 1 hour before bedtime. Great, first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Strategic boost, 30 to 60 minutes before exercise or intimacy. The 60-second method, precision counts, take 2 to 3 whole cloves. Place them between your back molars. Gently bite down until they crack open. You'll feel and hear it. Hold for 30 seconds. Let the oil mix with saliva. Swish gently. Absorb. Chew slowly for 30 seconds. Release every last drop of oil. Savor the warm, pungent flavor. Spit out the fibrous bits or swallow them. Consistency is king. Commit to this for 30 days. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for consistency. Even if you miss a day, just get back on track. Your body responds to regularity. Observe and feel. Pay attention. Notice the subtle shifts, the warmth, the sleep, the energy, the clarity. Celebrate them. They are signposts on your road back. That's your blueprint. 1 minute. One simple, ancient spice. One powerful decision to reclaim what's inherently yours. Your body hasn't abandoned you. It's been patiently waiting for the right signal, the right support, to remember its own strength. That signal starts now. Welcome home. Before you go, if this conversation sparked even a glimmer of hope or understanding, please do 2 things for me. Hit subscribe and ring the bell. I pour my 30+ years of experience into creating content like this specifically for men over 60. Subscribing ensures you never miss these practical, natural health insights designed to help you thrive. That little bell icon? Turn it on so YouTube lets you know the moment a new video drops. Let me know in the comments. Did this resonate? Was it helpful? Simply type 1 below. If it didn't quite land for you, type 0. No judgment. Your honest feedback is my most valuable tool. It tells me what matters to you, what questions you have, and how I can better serve this community of men seeking to live fully, no matter their age. Your journey back to vitality starts with this single step. Take it. I'm cheering you on. This is Dr. David Lee signing off for now. Be well.